And I promise you, you better leave them home. You better leave the females home. On my mother, you better leave the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah, right.
Now watch this.
Now watch. They gonna be there.
Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago when you said that?
You know how when they told, you say how, like I posted for Lomachenko, right? And, like how he said like he was retiring and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it'd be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what I want.
It takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment? No?
The clash between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach has become much more than just another fight on their records. It now stands as a defining chapter in both of their careers. Davis, long regarded as an almost unstoppable power puncher, faced unexpected resistance when he first met Roach in the ring. That encounter forced a reevaluation of both fighters' capabilities. Roach's composed and tactical approach revealed weaknesses in Davis that had previously been hidden by his dominance. Through skill and strategy, Roach not only earned respect, but also proved that he could stand toe-to-toe with one of boxing's most feared opponents. This pivotal moment has reshaped their rivalry and set the stage for an even more intense showdown in the future.
But they've known each other. These two have known each other for a while. Does Lamont Roach just understand a way to beat or frustrate Tank in a way that others don't? You know what I mean? Like, has he just found it, so to speak? Like, I have a lot I want to find out after that, because the first fight was so controversial. I think leaving it up to a draw is fine, whatever, even though under the letter of the law, Tank probably should have lost this fight, and probably would have if they counted the knockdown when he took a knee. He blamed it on grease. Roach a real shot, even though I still would say Tank figures it out and gets it done and takes it more seriously this time.
Yeah, I think that because they're so familiar with each other, like these guys fought each other when they were kids, and then Lamont Roach comes into the ring, and listen, regardless, like Lamont Roach came in there and he was confident, and I don't think a lot of people believed that he was going to be able to get it done against Tank. People thought that Tank was going to knock him out. Here's the thing though, Tank is actually super skilled. Like, he doesn't throw a lot. When he does, he's extremely accurate, but he does have skill, and what he does is he reels.
This rematch is about more than just winning. It's about pride, redemption, and legacy. Gervonta Davis is still frustrated by the previous draw, viewing it as an unfair stain on his record. Lamont Roach, however, feels he earned that outcome through grit and discipline, and now sees his fight as his chance to prove it. With both fighters entering the ring fueled by personal stakes, a fierce and emotional battle is guaranteed.
Lamont Roach throwing his hands fast as hell. He's in the gym preparing. I think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times, the actual fight itself wasn't that crazy. The crazy thing is what you've never seen before, the knee. But as far as a boxing match, it was, if you look at the copy box, they didn't throw a lot of punches. It wasn't like, it wasn't really a great fight. But as far as the fight itself, the second one can't, because I think Tank is coming for blood. He's not going to pull his punches at all. I don't think he really did the first time, but I'm not sure how well he prepared or how mentally focused he was. I think you're going to get the very best Tank in a rematch, and you may just get an even better Lamont Roach, since Lamont Roach don't have to speculate if he's good enough. He fought Tank. He has more confidence now than he did before, and he felt that he was robbed. So he's going to be on one. I think the rematch is going to be far more exciting.
Davis has always thrived under pressure, but this camp shows a new level of focus. He's not just aiming to win, he wants to dominate. Shifting from pure power, he's now honing his ring IQ, tightening his defense, and focusing on timing encounters to shut down Roach's speed and precision. Criticism from their first fight has only fueled his drive to prove he's still the king of his division. Every session is a statement. He's here to remind the world why he was once considered untouchable.
Everybody really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They said it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident, because you gonna go up against a different Tank. Like I told y'all in previous videos, he go in there confident, thinking he can walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he get you on that button, them lights going off, I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against like somebody that like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's gonna fold. We're going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's gonna get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. Confident, and you was really just, your mom was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont, this from the same camp, you from the same area. But now I think that whole situation will come up. Because you gotta think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that like gotta step back from the situation. That's why I think he's being hushed right now. Because when he come this time, it ain't no talking. And that's why I think it's scary, because we never see Tank in that mode where he don't say a word. I think this gonna be a different Tank. And what's crazy is Tank used to be like that in the beginning. Like when he was with Floyd, like I'm talking about Tank with the fade, with the waves, bro. He ain't used to be on that showboat and stuff until he got like, you know, a little bit more.
While Davis trains to reclaim his crown, Roach is focused on taking it with calm determination. He approaches a rematch with clear vision, confident but not arrogant, respectful but not afraid. His strategy is rooted in growth and adaptation, recognizing Davis's strengths without letting them overshadow his own. With a mature, disciplined mindset, Roach isn't relying on past success, but on thorough preparation, making him a sharper, smarter, and more dangerous version of fighter Davis once faced.
That you fought 0. What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't give me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor.
From the start of camp, Roach has trained with focused intensity. Every movement has purpose. Every round is intentional. Instead of simply increasing volume, he's prioritized precision, fine-tuning his skills through carefully planned drills and sparring sessions that mirror Davis's style. His team has worked to simulate Davis's pressure, rhythm, and angles, preparing Roach for every possibility. With sharpened footwork, improved timing, and reinforced fundamentals, Roach isn't preparing just to compete. He's preparing to dominate.
Lamont Roach in training camp for one of the biggest rematches in 2025 against Gervonta Davis, one of the biggest faces. What a
Keshin Davis, a rising voice in boxing and a skilled fighter himself, shared an insightful perspective on the Davis versus Roach storyline. He believes Gervonta Davis might be facing internal struggles beyond just physical readiness, hinting at a possible mental plateau. According to Keshin, while Davis still has a talent, the passion and hunger that once drove his dominance may be fading. If that's the case, it could show up as a lack of sharpness, timing, or urgency in key moments of the fight.
Shows up with, and no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespectful to Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize that is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like he in there fighting another grown man that ain't going for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think Roach is gonna come with another game plan or something better or this, that, and third. So when they had a rematch, are y'all still gonna say, oh, Take's still not his full self ever since he fought whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's gonna win that rematch. I honestly feel like.
In contrast, Lamont Roach is seen as a fighter on the rise, confident, focused, and driven by purpose. Keshin views him as an underdog with nothing to lose and everything to gain, embracing that role with fierce determination. This dynamic shift of fight, from just a physical battle to a psychological one. Will Davis reignite the fire that once made him unstoppable, or will Roach's momentum and mental clarity tip the scales? Keshin's insight highlights how, at the highest level, mindset can be just as crucial as skill or conditioning in determining the outcome.
Well, he lost the love for the sport, and he's no longer hungry anymore.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yet you got a guy that's just super hungry, and never had no attention, now getting all his attention, and now he get around 2 of his attention, is like shit. That's kind of hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Tank is he's still a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. And to your point, we were saying, okay, he lost love of the sport. I don't really think Canelo got the same love he had for the sport when he was.
Conversations with Roach's camp reveal a deeper strategy behind his preparation. His father noted that Davis approached their first fight with caution, not out of fear, but due to Roach's unpredictable, adaptive style. That hesitation, they believe, gave Roach a psychological edge they now plan to expand on. They aim to pressure Davis early and control the pace. There's also talk of outside industry forces pushing the original fight forward despite Davis's reluctance, adding a political layer to the rematch. For Team Roach, this isn't just a rematch. It's the next step in a plan they believe is already working.
You gonna see the difference. I mean, I believe we want to fight. Nobody can tell us different. The majority of the world believe we want to fight. So you gonna see. Both of them gonna raise their level. Both of them. So
yeah,
they're gonna make for a greater fight. But
no way, neither of them are gonna knock each other out. It's gonna go the distance.
Legacy is at the heart of Roach's mission. This fight isn't just about money or short-term fame. It's about securing his place in boxing history. A victory over Gervonta Davis would mark his arrival as a true force in the division. Roach has been clear. He wants to earn respect through action, not hype. From training and diet to media presence, every aspect of his preparation is focused on this goal. He's not just chasing a win, he's chasing a career-defining moment.
Lamont Roach rematch is being targeted for June 21st in Las Vegas. Now, it's good that they're running it back without wasting any time because Roach absolutely deserves a rematch. I mean, I thought he outboxed Tank the last time around. He came up a division as a gigantic 10-1 underdog. He was the one on the front foot, landing his jab, the body shots, the combinations, throwing a lot more volume. I had it 7-5 Roach, and the no knockdown in round 9 was the reason it was a draw. If that knockdown was scored, that would have been a decision for Roach. But with all that being said, I do like Tank a lot more in the rematch. I thought he fought way too much on the back foot in the first fight, especially the first few rounds. He would land 1 or 2 punches per round. But as he started becoming the aggressor in the later rounds, he kept landing a lot more left hands and body shots. So Tank just needs to make this a dogfight, get into more exchanges, and that's where he'll land a lot more punches on Roach. When he's sitting on the back foot waiting for a counter, that's where Roach is comfortable and winning most of the rounds. So if Tank can fight the same way he did against Ryan Garcia, rounds 3 to 7, against Mario Barrios in the later rounds, or Frank Martin rounds 4 to 8, if he's the one on the front foot,